turn 51. So Jean is moving closer to my territory, and it's going to be really tough and tense. So he killed one of my units above ground and took the Watchtower. And it looks like I cast a spell, probably firebomb or flashbang. So it drained some CP from me, and he has a lot of mana, and he's full at 1,200 of 100 actually. But so Banshee versus Prospector, I really have no chance. So you get plus 163, a lot from his cities. He has very low mana from independent cities, so I think he has only the phase, but he really has a big income from his cities. It's quite crazy. And he has no CP, probably cast everything before attacking me, without wasting stuff. And that's probably where yeah, flashbang. Yeah, and then I'm dead. So that was above ground here, and then he took the Watchtower, didn't destroy it, and his army is probably camping here, so it's pretty dangerous for me. If he decides to move toward my throne, I cannot stop him because I'm behind. So we will see what he does. Usually he's playing pretty cautiously, so I think he's probably not going to attack that fast. But anyway, even if it doesn't attack that fast, I only have 2 stacks, not even full, not that high quality unit, so I need to regroup all my troops to beat him, so I'm not sure I can. So I don't really, right now I don't really have a plan. Not sure how to do, depends how he plays. So I'm producing Golem and Forge Priest, and the Golem is pretty nice against the Undeads, as I already commented on the previous turns. It will be a lifesteal, so not useful against Undead, but lifesteal Golem with Entwined by Shadows, so +2 shock damage and +1 resistance. So it should be quite good against the Undead, but I will have only 1 or maybe 2 more if he goes slowly. He completed Heptatopia this turn, so he's definitely beating us, even if he's always telling me in the chat on the battlefield that he's not doing very good, but it's not true. Still about Jean, so Eskild or Ezekiel or Kim in this game started to attack Jean, and he took this. So it's quite bad for me actually, because I was going to reach that place with my builder, and then I so okay, he took it, and it's underground, and I want him to focus above ground, and I focus underground, but that's not the best plan for me. Actually, we are just vertical of the starting position if it stops lagging. So we are quite close to the center of his realm, and I don't know if there's a cave entrance here, but TT quite fast. So that was the initial turn of Jean. Then, so I got to praise the leader festival, which was very, very nice. A nice 321 gold, very welcome. Then, so in terms of troop movement here, so I'm moving back the Forge Priest here, because I believe if he attacks me with 1 Banshee or 2 Banshees, I might die, so it's better to regroup. And I'm probably going to put them here. But so it means he would have to move all the way there to attack me by surprise, which is possible. But then here I cleared this gold mine, and then I'm moving back all the way, keeping 1 unit probably, 2 units probably here, and then sending another one to reinforce that there. I moved back this Forge Priest here who was there. I moved this Forge Priest from here to there, ready to assemble with this army. And out of range of the quest units. And this guy also is coming back from here, because I need all my available units to fight back versus Jean. I'm keeping the guards there for now. And here I'm buying Griphon Rider. One reason is Jean won't be able to buy it, because I believe he has much better economy than me. The other reason is I had planned to do that anyway. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 should be good. I had planned to do this anyway because I want to have a better stack with my AD to go attack and harass Jean. So. Oh shit, I know, it's good. I didn't hear the sound, I was concerned. Didn't get the bonus. So yeah, I need to take back these cities, but not right now. I don't have the troops. So I'm just moving, trying to stay concealed on the water, and then moving to this cave entrance and regrouping with the rest of my army. So this guy is still scouting the cave entrance here, and then I've got my AD. We cleared the gold mine. I summoned ancestral. Oh, not this one. Summon an ancestral spirit to clear it. Went pretty well. I forgot my AD was an orc, and he would get 10 HP back at the end of the fight. So kind of wasted the nourishing meal. So then the idea is, actually, the best would be to keep my flyer with me, so that I decrease his upkeep thanks to sustainable warfare, and it's stronger if I get attacked. But the flyer has only 30 movement points, whereas my AD has 36. So I'm probably going to send the AD there and the flyer there, probably. Because the AD cannot work on lava, unfortunately. Doesn't have any mount for this. Building a watchtower here that I had before John destroyed it. And that's basically it for strategic movement. Plus the guy here still scouting, and so here it's still controlled by Indies. Probably going to move there. Try to regroup with my leader. Then yeah, and my main army. So you saw it. It's here. So I got hero upgrade because I guess because I got 1 experience for free for every day, every turn. So I'm going to take protection from light, which will be very good versus the all the spirit damage that Jean has, and then probably additional 60%, 20% spirit protection for my hero. And then I keep the 5 additional points. I don't think lesser control in that is a good idea, because not very high chances of success, I think. And lesser reanimate and that I only have 2 cadavers. Necromancy 1 could be good, but it would be pretty dangerous if he cast Desecration. It would actually help Jean. Corpus Furia is pretty dangerous too, and the rest is not effective against undead. So Ban of the Good would not work. So I'm not sure really what I should take. Maybe just HP and stuff. But then, so with my leader. So first I cleared the Golem, the Magma Forge. Then kill 3 roaming Scoundrels. Each battle I can heal with Guardian Flame, healing, and Slip Away. Then clear the item stack, I think. Forgot. Yeah, should have been an item stack. Then the roaming camp, the Brigand Hideout. And eventually I cleared a dungeon. So let's have a look at the dungeon battle. So with the balance mode you've got sadism, so you should not lose any units, otherwise it boosts the enemy units. And then Blood Pavilion, which means you should not stall the fight, otherwise you're going to take a lot of damage. So I tried the usual split. At the same time I had to be aggressive to avoid stalling and getting a lot of damage from Blood Pavilion. I've got 3 units that have life stealing and 3 that don't. So the Nightmare and the 2 Boar Riders have life stealing, so I can take a bit more damage with them. So the idea was to avoid doing the split here, because it would be very, very dangerous with the Monster Hunter, which can immobilize your units with his harpoon. So instead I did the split there, trying to bait the Warbreed and the Berserker. So I was at 1x outside their range, so they can move up to here. And then I'm just 1x behind. And I kept the other units at least 2x's from outside their range. So actually 3x's outside their range, so that this unit is closer and they are going to go for it. Then I took a small risk here, putting myself in the corner. I did that because my leader is very, very tough and he has Slip Away in case I need to escape. But I don't advise to do this actually. And I used Boar Rider with him to do some additional damage, but was not able to kill it. So I'm not sure it was the best play here, but wanted to kind of optimize damage and do more damage by getting a good line of sight. Then the other units stayed out of range. I considered sending the Boar Rider to take the hits from the Manticore, but then I would also be at range of the Phalanx, so you could anticipate that the Phalanx would go for the Boar Rider because it has lower defense and resistance compared to my leader, so that's what happened. And then the split worked. So now I've got 5 units versus 4, 1 badly damaged. So what I decided to do was, because I've got relatively tough units, so I decided to just drain the action points of the Manticore with this Boar Rider. So it takes a lot of damage, but he can sustain them, and he has life steal. So then the Manticore has no HP left, and I'm at 26. And I killed 3 units, 2 units, only 2 left. This one still has some action points, so actually you could try to kill the Wyvern, but probably not finish it. And here I retreated. Then I can finish 5 versus 2, and then you can imagine the rest of the fight, so I'm going to skip. Here I was a bit in trouble because the Warbreed is moving fast, so I sent 1 unit closer to try to give 2 options to the Warbreed, and usually it won't know where to go, and so it will slow down actually to stay more or less at the same range from the 2 units, and so that kind of saved my Wyvern. So that's what I was talking about. Actually they are quite far, but still it worked. Just going to show that. In theory it should move up to there and then I'm stuck. But in the end it doesn't. Here. So yeah, it goes only there. So, I got a Yeti and an Ogre as a reward. The Yeti, the Ogre. And I also got a hatchling from the bandit camp, Brigand Hideout. So I'm sending it to scout a bit in front of me. I could use the shrine with my leader and the 2 Wyverns. I'm not yet sure, but might use it. Otherwise, all these units can, except the Yeti, can reach this place next turn. And then I can try to take the Fae, but depends what kind of defenders they have. And so if Jean didn't put any units adjacent to it, it's easy. If he did, then it's much more complicated. So here I'm still staying there for one more turn, but then probably going back inside. We'll see if it's a wise choice or not. Here I'm just staying there, and that's the end of the turn. And so, in terms of building, I'm producing merchandise there to keep some gold, to produce more units. Forge Priest, Golem, and still doing a settler. Not sure it's the best idea, but. And so next turn, hopefully I will have the dragon. Thanks for watching, see you next turn, and the next 2 turns should be interesting.